So how much does insurance pay when you have some type of water damage claim? There's a lot of factors that go into it, and we're going to cover all these different scenarios. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mike Keeler. I am a licensed public adjuster in the state of Florida. So you really have to identify what happened in a claim to get a better understanding of what you may possibly be paid for that claim. So if you had a leak, and these two kind of go hand in hand a little bit. So if you had a leak that was present, but you didn't really know until you found mold behind your cabinets, behind the wall, behind the baseboards, under the floors, wherever that situation is, it's going to be a little bit difficult, right, to get the value of your claim and the cost of what it's going to be to repair or rebuild. Same thing if this leak happened to be long term. And I mentioned that they kind of go hand in hand because if there's mold and you found the mold and you had a water leak or presumed to have a water leak, the insurance company is going to deem this a long-term situation, a long-term problem because there's mold. So one other element is to find out really what happened in the claim and if they'll pay for it and how much. Is it a pipe break? Did that cause a water leak? Is it cast iron pipes? Did water back up somehow? Is it a window leak, slab leak, water line from one of your appliances? All these things come into play, and these are factors on how much you could get paid for this claim. So if you had water mitigation done or you're having to call a mold remediation company, this is also going to kind of dictate possibly what you get paid and how much, because they can have direct repercussions if your claim is denied, to where you're now, if you have these companies come out and the claim's denied, you're going to have to pay these companies out of pocket. So it definitely increases the cost of the claim for the insurance company. But remember, the insurance company wants you to mitigate your damages, meaning prevent it from getting worse. So if you have water damage and it's wet, you are in a bind because you need to call these companies so that the damage doesn't get worse by creating more damage and or the mold situation, to where now all of a sudden you've got to pay for mold and the insurance company's got to pay for mold. What these companies report or write on their reports can help you and help the claim, but at the same time it can also hurt you and hurt the claim. So a lot of that goes with regards to the facts on what you tell them and what they write down. Just a reminder, give me a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. So another element that comes into play is what is going to be your cost to rebuild and repair everything. All right, what are the total costs of your damages? Really, I always believe you should get a cost or should get an idea of this as far as the cost before you file a claim, to make sure that it's going to be worthwhile. The insurance company adjuster, also known as a field adjuster, they're going to write their estimate. And now it's going to be much lower than your real world experience and when you hire a contractor and he gives you an estimate. But all these factors come into play with the cost to rebuild or repair for you to have an understanding of what the insurance company may pay you. But just know, with regards to that, this one, it's going to be lower. 9 times out of 10, whatever the estimate that the field adjuster wrote, is going to be a lot lower than what you can get repaired from the money they give you based on the estimate that you will likely get from a contractor, which will be a lot more. Another factor, believe it or not, is it depends on who your insurance company is. So this can matter on whether or not they settle with you or you have to file a lawsuit. Sometimes the states themselves matter. Florida is by far the most difficult state to have a claim with and expect any type of payment. The possibility of a lawsuit are extremely high here in Florida, and that's essentially what we're dealing with. It's what the land is right now. Tell people you're absolutely crazy to try and handle any claim in Florida by yourself because of the way these insurance companies treat people in Florida. Other places, yeah, it's not the best. You're probably going to run into other issues, but not the issues that we face here in Florida. So, a lot of what you can possibly get paid is going to be determined also on some other factors. Does your policy have limitations? For instance, in Florida here, we have a lot of $10,000 water damage limits, especially if your home is older. So there are settlement alternatives, like an appraisal, where I don't recommend you do the appraisal unless your claim is over $30,000 in value. So this is the fourth factor that really comes into play when you are trying to assess, and we try to assess what the insurance company may possibly pay you on a claim. Generally speaking, these are kind of the most common areas and common water damage claims that I see. It's a lot of bathrooms, a lot of toilet issues, a lot of sink issues, a lot of shower issues, pipe issues. The next is pipes in general, whether it's cast iron pipes, just broken pipes. The kitchen area has a lot. Cabinets, there's a lot of leaking, a lot of water there. That becomes a common area. Water appliance lines. And then, well, I mentioned the water lines from the appliances, but backing up of water is probably another common issue. So these are generally what the most common ones that I kind of see, and they all kind of run into the same. You're dealing with water sources coming in and out, pipes, water lines, that type of thing. So let's wrap up this video. So the factors that we just discussed will lead to what the insurance company might pay for water damage claim. I say might, that's a key word. So initially when your claim is filed, they put reserves on the file. And that's what they believe they will possibly pay for a claim. The majority of water damage claims are under $20,000, about 75%. So the bathroom claims seem to be the majority of the water damage claims. And usually these bathroom claims are anywhere from $8,000 to $15,000 for the rebuild only. Not if there's water mitigation. Same thing with this number. Normally when you have these smaller type bathroom claims, if there is water mitigation stuff, it's $1,000 or $2,000, $3,000. It's not that much. And hence the reason why when you take it in total, most of these claims do fall under the $20,000 threshold. And then the other 25% is north of $30,000. But those aren't usually very common. If you enjoyed this video, again, my name is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in Florida. If you have any questions or need help with a claim, here's how you can reach me. Thank you.